Is Russia a threat to Europe? 1. The Ukraine War. In 2022, Russia's invasion of Ukraine completely changed Europe's security architecture. Consequences of the war. War returned to Europe. NATO expanded. Defense budgets increased. An energy crisis emerged. This war showed that Russia is willing to use military force. 2. European Union. Europe's security concerns increased. What are Europe's fears? Red Circle A, the Baltic states, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. Characteristics of these countries. NATO members. Located on Russia's border. Have Russian minorities within their populations. If Russia were to launch a hybrid war there, NATO would be forced to intervene. Red Circle B, Poland. Poland is currently the fastest arming country in Europe. It is purchasing tanks and missile systems from the United States. Defense spending is rising rapidly. This suggests that Europe is preparing for potential conflict. 3. Russia used energy as a weapon. For many years, Russia supplied natural gas to Europe. Germany in particular was highly dependent on Russian gas. After the war, gas flows were reduced or cut off. Energy prices surged. Industry weakened. This situation deeply shook the European economy. 4. Nuclear threat. Russia possesses one of the largest nuclear arsenals in the world. If a direct conflict were to occur between Russia and NATO, it could lead to a global catastrophe. From time to time, Russia uses nuclear rhetoric to create psychological pressure. 5. Hybrid warfare. Russia does not fight only with tanks. There are allegations of cyber attacks, election interference, and disinformation campaigns. It also uses migration crises as leverage. There is a risk of creating political instability within Europe. Would Russia really attack Europe? There are two main views. Keycap 1. Yes, there is a risk. If Ukraine falls, the Baltic states could be next. Russia may want to reclaim parts of the former Soviet sphere of influence. Keycap 2. No, it may not attack because NATO is a deterrent. NATO's Article 5 would be triggered. Russia may not dare to enter into a direct war with NATO. The reality is, backhand index pointing right hybrid and economic pressure are more likely than a direct invasion. What is Europe doing? Defense budgets are increasing. Germany announced a €100 billion defense fund. Finland and Sweden joined NATO. The idea of a European army is being discussed again. In my opinion, as a defensive measure, Europe should plant mature trees along border regions with Russia, especially in areas that could be the first targets of a potential attack. Today, it is possible to relocate large trees together with their root systems. If the tree adapts to the new soil, it can continue growing there. Why is forested terrain difficult? In military literature, forested terrain is generally challenging for the attacking side because Keycap 1. Visibility and intelligence problems. Visibility distance decreases. The advantage of aerial reconnaissance and drones may be reduced. The risk of ambush increases. Keycap 2. Disadvantages for armored vehicles. Tanks and heavy vehicles struggle to maneuver. Narrow spaces, swampy ground, and dense trees restrict movement. Keycap 3. Advantage for the defending side. If the defending side knows the terrain, they can set up ambushes. They can plant mines. Small units can slow down a larger force. For this reason, throughout history, forested areas have generally been considered more advantageous for defense. Books. Historical examples. The Battle of the Teutoburg Forest. The Roman army was ambushed in the forest. The Vietnam War. Despite U.S. technological superiority, jungle guerrilla warfare proved highly effective. These examples show that dense terrain can reduce the advantages of a powerful army. General military principle. Areas generally preferred for attack. Open terrain, mobility advantage. Regions with easy logistics. Areas where air support can be used effectively. Areas generally avoided. Forests. Mountainous terrain. Urban areas, urban warfare. Swamps. Because in these environments, the defending side usually has the advantage.